There are two main factors that influence our decision-making process in our composition. Number one is intention, and number two is craft. They both influence each other. Intention is known as the dreaming cap, and craft is known as the thinking cap. These caps are different modes of thinking. Intention is known as the dreaming cap because this is the place where we think imaginatively, and craft is known as our thinking cap because this is the place where we think logically. Switching between these two modes can be very helpful. In using intention and craft, we also have to think about the plan. It goes in between intention and craft because it is how we combine the two. In coming up with a plan, we think about both the logical aspect of composition and our intention, our imagination. We combine both our intention and our craft to create a plan for a part of the piece or for the entire piece. Let's dive into craft. As a beginning composer, I found craft the hardest part of trying to learn how to compose because understanding what composers have done in the past and what composers do today influences how we learn this part of the process. So I came up with two questions and that would helped me because these are the things that I struggled with myself. I'm sure many other composers to begin with also struggle with this problem with the question is, how does the music bind together? I think oftentimes we come up with too many ideas and we try to explore too many things instead of sticking to a couple or one thing that we try to explore in a matter of time. So the first question is, how does the music bind together? Is it binded together structurally, through melody? Is it binded together through motivic development? Is it binded together by an ostinato? It doesn't really matter as long as we develop it and we explore what we can do with that idea. And this comes to another idea of cohesion. Cohesion comes with exploring an idea to its fullest possibility or to an extent that you feel satisfied, instead of exploring a bunch of different ideas that are kind of connected but not quite connected. And in so doing that, we come to a feeling of cohesion. The second question that I ask myself is, does this choice align with my intention? And the more closely that my choice aligns with my intention, or the choice is influenced by composers of the past and structural and motivic and harmonic ideas that the listener is used to, that influences my idea, what the choice that which. So I think there are a couple of things that come under intention or our dreaming cap. When we put on our dreaming cap, we think about these things. There could be more. I just came up with them. So purpose is the first one. What is the theme? What are you composing to? Is it a picture? Is it a structural form like a symphony? Is it could be anything. It could be an idea like bushfires or natural disasters. Could be anything. So what are we trying to represent, or our purpose? Second thing is experimentation. What are we experimenting to? Perhaps we want to explore a certain, I think purpose and experimentation are kind of linked, but perhaps we want to explore a certain idea that hasn't been done before, and that comes under experimentation. And the third thing is the musical ideas. It is kind of related to craft, but in the dreaming cap or intention, I think that musical ideas it's more the generation of musical ideas rather than exploration of musical ideas. In craft, when we explore musical ideas, we're trying to develop those musical ideas. But under intention, I believe that musical ideas are being generated. The quality of the musical idea being generated comes under intention. After I thought about these things, I think it's important to think about our plan. How are we going to use those intentions to craft something? After we switch caps, we have to come up with a plan to craft our composition. Awesome.